Hello and welcome to Diego C. Palace. What a day is going to be today for football. It is Wednesday, the 25th of September, and it's just the 8 o'clock kick. Matches kicked off just about now. There's been some other matches that have been going on. I'm just getting things ready here, but the matches which I'm going to try and cover are going to be just trying to get the no, I can't do it there. So I need to go. Oh, it was working a minute ago. But anyway, I'm doing watch along for the Manchester United versus FCTwenty. And that, of course, is in the UEFA Europa League stage. It's at home for Manchester United Football Club and their football fans. It's just 2 minutes into the match, and it's a 0-0. And it's if you would like to know the starting lineup, it's all listed in the bit description below the title. I'm just trying to get the stream up so I can see what's going on, and it's not working. So it's not. Okay, that's the Arsenal. And also, I'm covering also the League Cup matches, and they started at 17:45, so 15 minutes ago. And Arsenal are 1-up. It is Arsenal 1, Declan Rice. And a lovely assist by Ethan Nwari. A lovely cross that he did. And then he landed nicely for Declan Rice. He picked his spot from roughly around 20 yards outside the area, within the area, I should say. And just a second, I'm just trying to do this. Yes, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace Show. I'm just trying to get everything set up. I'm doing both, a dual, multitasking today. I'm covering the Manchester United. It kicked off a few minutes ago. Manchester United fixture between Manchester United versus FCTwenty. It's in the UEFA Europa League. I believe they're in the league stages at the moment. If you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. And also, I'm covering the league games, and I'm just double checking Liverpool and West Ham. I think they kicked off at the same time, and yes, 0-0 there. Liverpool versus West Ham in the League Cup, and a lot of the teams playing, a lot of youngsters. Obviously, to give opportunity for the squad in depth to get experience at a higher level, I suppose. And so that I think it's all good I think it's great when the managers get the opportunity to play youngsters in the squad. And like just as similar to when Oliver Glasner in the preseason, he took, I think it was eight players from Darren Powell, who is our manager for the under-21s. When he the preseason, Oliver Glasner took, I think it was 8 under-21s to America, and they also featured. So it's good experience for them. Good evening, Steve. Thank you for turning up. Big up to you. And I'm just trying to catch up. So again, I'm late. I've put the lineups this time, so you should be able to see it hopefully. And I'm just trying to see if I can't see it. Oh my god. I can't see it. Hold on 1 second, please. No, I can't see it. No, I just can't see it. And but anyway, doesn't matter. Just trying to get the For that. But yeah, so my prediction for this match, which is the first one which I'm going to talk about, is the UEFA Europa League Cup between Manchester United and FC20. I'm going to go for Manchester United 2, FC20 nil. I think with the lineup as I've put it out on the on the on the let's have a look. It's below the title. I'm just going to try and see if I can put it here so I can see it. And from the lineup, you can see it's a very strong lineup in my opinion. Manchester United have obviously got Onana in the goal. They've got Dalot in the back four, I believe, with Martinez, Maguire, and Mazraoui. And then in the pivot in front of them, they've got Christian Eriksen and Ugarte. So it'd be interesting to see, I suppose, for those Manchester United fans, how that combination works from the set go from them. I don't think those two have started that often. I could be wrong. Go and ask a Manchester United fan; they'll tell you. But I can't tell a lie. I can't see that. I remember seeing those two starting in a match. They probably played alongside each other, but not. And also in front of the pivot, then you've got Bruno Fernandes, the captain, and either side of him, they've Erik ten Hag has gone for Marcus Rashford. He's starting today, unlike at the Palace game, and Diallo on the other side. And up top is Zirkzee. He did very well, in my opinion, against our Adam Walton and Daichi Kamara in the first half versus Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. A very good prospect for the game, in my opinion. Zirkzee, for those Manchester United fans out there. So, and on the bench for Manchester United, of course, you've got Mainoo, Garnacho, Ligt. This squad in depth there for this type of competition. So obviously, Erik ten Hag is obviously thinking of the matches at the weekend. Now, big up to you, Steve. Oh, you've put something down. Hold on, let me have a look. Well, I'm watching Manchester United 20. Oh, yeah, okay. Porto is shot for Biden. Had a red card. Watching on for Liverpool and West Ham. Oh, I see. Yeah, you're going for a 2-0 Manchester United. Oh, you're going for the same as me then. You're going for a 2-0 up at Manchester. Yeah, for Manchester United. Yeah, I think you're right, Steve. I think they should do it. Quite frankly, I'm looking at the lineup for FC20, and with a little research that I've done with them, they've got an ex-player from Norwich City on there. Hold on a minute, I'm just getting some biscuits. Do you know what, Steve, I've discovered, if you're still there, Steve, is that doing this content creation, these live watch-along things, you do get a bit, you get the munchies. I don't know what it is, but I get the munchies. I've just eaten, like real talk, I've just had like a full plate of food, like literally, and I'm already into the munchies. So I'm going to have to go for a run in the morning, like literally, because I'm just... And I can't get into the munchies. Just wait a minute, because I've got to get this open. I don't want to show, because I don't know if I'm allowed to show the type of biscuits that I'm eating. But I think once I show you all the biscuits, then you'll be able to see what I'm eating. It's no drama. And there you go. It's one of those. So I think it's a bit obvious what it is. You just get the munchies. I don't know what it is. Oh, I'm about 6, mate. And it keeps cutting out on what I'm using at the moment. And then also I'm trying to keep up. I'm just going to go and look at the lineup for Liverpool. But if I do that, then I'm going to lose the stream there. So how do I do it? Yeah, but definitely I want to confirm Arsenal are 1-0 up against Bolton. And Oh, Arsenal just missed an opportunity there. Bicycle kick by, I believe that's Gabriel Jesus, and it's just gone a little bit right. Lovely combination there between Raheem Sterling and Bukayo Saka, and then laying it off lovely for Jesus. That will be a threatening competition. I would think that any two centre backs or any defence looking up to see Bukayo Saka linking up with Sterling and then laying it off for Jesus, that cannot be easy to defend against. But Arsenal very close and going up 2-0. In the other fixture, which I'm trying to get to without losing that stream, is Liverpool versus West Ham. I'm not sure. I haven't had a nibble. Oh, okay. All right, thanks, Steve. Appreciate that, man. No, it's all right, mate. Listen, when you do it, just do it. It's fine. The way I'm so slow on things right now and these things, I'm behind. I'm not only behind the live stream, I'm probably behind all of you on the comments. So don't worry. Right, I'm just going to go back. Right, well, anyway, it's 11 minutes. Manchester United versus FCTwenty. I call it FCTwenty, but on everything that I've said, they just call it 20, but I'm calling it FC20. But anyway, the manager for FC20 is a gentleman called Joseph Osting. Can't put my hands up in the air, and I've never heard of him, but obviously it's a Netherlands side, and I expect Erik ten Hag to know of him, or certainly have played back in the day as a manager in the Netherlands for against it. Oh, just wide. Nearly. But so it looks like they're both playing similar lineups with 4 at the back, with 2 in the pivot and 3 in midfield with 1 person up top. And so it's yeah. But yeah, no, she's not doing anything today. She's not well. Hope she gets well. That's Pens. Yeah, I would say that the same. Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, I don't like penalties. As a Palace fan, me and penalties in Crystal Palace, it's a big no-no. I just don't do it. It's even harder for me when I think of that. It's also with the unders as well. So I think all sides would want to avoid penalties. They want to get the job done. Quite frankly, I mean, I'm looking at. I mean, I don't know enough about Netherlands, the first league there, but apparently FC20 they've won. I think I put it down before. They've won the last 2. They drew the last one. They've lost 1, and then they drew another 2. So, and they are 5th or 4th in the first league in the Netherlands. So they're not doing too bad. So they are well, you will say, with the results that they've had thus far at the beginning of their season, in comparison to Manchester United, it's clear to see that they've also got a bit of a momentum. And they've not suffered any losses. Oh, sorry, they've suffered 1 loss in the last 6 games, whilst Manchester United, of course, have suffered more than 1. If I'm not mistaken. Right. I'm trying to see what's going on here. It's still Liverpool 0, West Ham 0, and I've lost it. There you see. I've refreshed the wrong thing. I know I've lost it. Oh, you. I can't get it back. Oh, no. What's happened there then? Okay, let's go back. Is it this one? No, it can't be that one. I've just lost. Oh, and Steve, I've just lost the. I can't get the thing. I'll leave it a little while. Ah, that's a shame. Let me just try and refresh that one there. Still 0-0 between Manchester United and FCTwenty. My prediction for this match was a Manchester United 2-0 win of FCTwenty. And they've got plenty of options in their bench. They've gone with the pivot of Christian Eriksen and Ugarte. I haven't done my homework enough to know if they've actually started before in a match before. So I don't think they have this season. So maybe maybe it's an experiment by Eric Ten Hag on that point. And I've lost. How do I go back? Okay. Oh, I knew it. I knew if I'd refreshed that one. I don't know why I refreshed it. I had it and now it's completely gone. Let's see, going there. Oh, that's a yellow card there, mate. Surely. Yeah, that's a yellow card for one of the players from FCTwenty. They're going into the referee's card happy there. I can't lie. I'm just gonna try and get this one now. Oh, this is so annoying. I had it and I refreshed it, and now I can't get the image or the commentary up again. Ah, that is so annoying. Why is it doing that? Oh, no. Now, oh, there's a goal's gone in at for West Ham, but something's going on here. Why is there a foul? Oh no, I think that's an offside. So then that means it's still Liverpool 0, West Ham 0, but West Ham, they've just done I think that's Danny. Yeah, that's Danny Ings. He's had the ball there in the Liverpool goal, but it's been ruled out. I think the player knew that it wasn't meant to be, but then that tells you something. That tells you that they are pressing certainly towards, I think, the right hand side or the left hand side of the Liverpool defence, and they're causing them trouble there. There's been rumours that Virgil van Dijk will be replaced by my Crystal Palace Mark Gahey, and so come January or come towards the end of the season, there's going to be more drama there, I suppose, no doubt. I am so. Oh, hold on, it's come back. I can be able to retune it. Right, got it back. Now, I expect Liverpool to get to the latter stages because, if I'm not mistaken, Liverpool have won this competition in the last 5 years at least twice, or possibly even more. So they've got a way to get there. But then, of course, they don't have Jurgen Klopp on the touchline on their bench. It's on a slot. So I think for me, I think the Liverpool fans will be expecting a side that is challenging not only for Premier League title, but for everything that they go in for, not just the League Cup. I could be wrong, but then ask a Liverpool fan. I think the levels they would want to keep is at the same level of what Jurgen Klopp used to do for them last season and the one before. Right, back up to you, Steve. Oh, they can't. Oh, I think, is that a goal? Was that an own goal from? I think that this one is going to count. West Ham, I told you a few minutes ago, West Ham are peppering Liverpool. What is going on with Liverpool in their defence? Are they going to make a bid for Marquez come January? It's definitely going to stand where Liverpool are a goal nil down. My prediction for this was going to be a Liverpool 3-0 win, and that's completely gone out the window. It is. What's that? It is. I don't think this one will be ruled out. West Ham in the last 5 minutes, they've had the ball in the back of the Liverpool net, but this one is going to count. It is absolute scenes at Anfield. The crowd have gone quiet. The West Ham fans are going mental opposite the Kop, because the Kop is there. The away fans sit on the other end behind the other goal. I've been there. Bayindir and done it. The West Ham fans are going nuts. It is Liverpool 0, West Ham 1. What did I tell you about West Ham attacking Liverpool down that right-hand side and whipping it in? They're causing symbols. And in the defence, the Liverpool defence is like a pinball machine. It's like a pinball machine. Any of you have been to a snooker club or any bar, they've got their old-fashioned pinball machines, the little... If you know about them in the arcades, Dan Margate or Dan Hastings, or all those areas. And Arsenal have just scored another one. Arsenal, with the young kids, have scored another one. But Liverpool are in trouble at the back. It's like a pinball machine at Liverpool. I'm worried about this because the more difficulty that they have in their defence, I keep hearing Liverpool fans and Liverpool saying that they might come in for Mark Gay here of Crystal Palace. They've seen him play with England along the likes of Alexander Trent, Arnold. So it's they're going to look, and maybe I think because. Yeah, that's not there. They started. They're going to do a goal. They're going to start their game there. It's Liverpool 0, West Ham 1 in the League Cup. In the other one, it is Arsenal 2, Bolton 0. Ethan and Wanweri, Mikel Arteta is unlocking the youngsters. It's unlocking the youth academy. Mind you, he got rid of Eddie Nketiah, so I don't know what's going on there. But they're here. They are 2-0 up. And I looked at the lineup for Bolton and I can't see them getting back into that. But going back to the main one, in the UEFA Europa League, it is... Oh, shoot. Steve, sorry, I didn't know you put another one in there. It's... Manchester United 0, FC20 0. It's 25 minutes into it. And for me, looking at it with the bits that I could, because I've refreshed the thing and it all went, it's kind of like, it has a feel that it's a 50-50, both sides settling into it. For me, there's not been any really attacking shots on either of the goals. It's more of them trying to fight each other to win those midfield battles. But so it's a steady start for both matches. But that's a goal. Jota has just scored for those Liverpool fans out there. My prediction for this match was a Liverpool 3-0 win over West Ham. And Liverpool have just nibbled at it. As annoying as the Liverpool fans are, as a Crystal Palace fan, I'm saying it, they nibbled at it at your ankles. And Diogo Jota has just scored. They just like switched the switch. They're up 2 levels. The best form of defense for Liverpool is their attacking prowess, whether it's using the wingers on the right-hand side, the left-hand side, or... Yeah, the West Ham goalkeeper tried his best, but he just couldn't get to that. That's like that's a typical Diogo Jota goal, and so it's now Liverpool 1, West Ham won. And it is absolute scenes there. I predicted nothing against the West Ham fans, but I just think the squad in depth um, for Liverpool. I think that they will. Well, they seem to get always to the final of this competition, if I'm not mistaken. And they've won, I think, in the last. They've won the League Cup twice in the last 4 or 5 years. I'm pretty sure of it. Right, I'm not taking liberties with you, Steve. 1 minute. I've done that one. Let me just press this again because. Oh. I think they're asking for a Liverpool penalty there. Here we go. Oh, you like penalties, Steve? I like penalties when it's not my team. Yeah, I would say that when it's not your team in the World Cup final. Well, I like penalties when it's not my team. It's really good for you say a World Cup final if it don't involve you. Yeah, the Liverpool, Milan, best UCF final, and France, Argentina, best World Cup final, both 3-3. The thing is anything can happen in penalties. Anything can happen. And before in the examples that you put on there back in the day, the goalkeepers were allowed to come off the line. Now they have to stay on the line now. So it's a bit more of a um, sort of mind thing between how the person that's taking a penalty and the eye contact, whether they make eye contact with the goalkeeper or not. I missed that one. So has Manchester United had a chance on goal? Right, let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look at that. So it's taken them 22 minutes to have an opportunity on target. 1 minute. I just wonder, could it be that Arsenal will now take serious for the first time under Mikel Arteta this competition? But I mean, you could see it from their end. They would want to concentrate on the Champions League and trying to get the Premier League as well. So the League Cup is just a training exercise, I suppose, for the youngsters and the squad in depth that they might have available, or they may not want to risk. But no, Declan Rice has been thrown back in there. He scored a goal, and also Sterling started there. So they're making. Oh yes, you're right. You're right, Steve. I just seen it. What a save! What a save by the FCTwenty keeper. Yeah, fingertip save there. Unbelievable scenes. Manchester United, they're nearly going ahead, but it is still 0-0. 20 coming up to 30 minutes played there. Nothing. Lazio 1 up ahead. I'm hearing. It's Manchester United still 0-0 against the FCTwenty, and they haven't conceded, I suppose. So that's one thing. Oh, 1 minute. What have I done here? Oh no. Damn it. What have I done? I think I've done something there. No, it's still there. Right, here we go. Sorry about that. Right. It is still going for the scores here. It is still Liverpool 1, West Ham 1. West Ham scoring first with good. The Liverpool defense was just a shambles in the first 15 minutes, in my opinion, and Liverpool countering back with a typical. Right, that's it. We're not having this here at Anfield. And Diogo Jota scored the equaliser, typical Liverpool goal. But And I have to say that was a brave goal there from Diogo Jota. And I had predicted a Liverpool win there against West Ham, but it's 1-1 at the moment. At Manchester United, what is going on? Or shall I say what's not going on? Because my prediction there was a Manchester United 2-0 win over FCTwenty in the UEFA Europa League. I think this is the league stages. I don't know if it's a knockout. I don't think it's knockout. And it's I can't hear any sort of fans making any noise if when I click on the comment on the what I'm listening to and looking at the Old Trafford. It's like a library. But there you go. But it's 0-0 there. Going back to the League Cup, it is currently Arsenal 2, well in control of the fixture against Bolton, and Mikel Arteta unlocking the youngsters. Famous pundit back in the day says you can't win with youngsters. Well, then who knows? Who knows? Maybe Mikel Arteta, after 4 or 5 years at Arsenal, having spent over 400 million net spent, might be able to win a trophy with his own players. Who knows? Who knows? And yeah, that was a little bit of a gist at them because they haven't won anything. And Liverpool is definitely still 1-1 against West Ham in the League Cup. If I'm not mistaken, Steve, they both started at 17:45, so they started 15 minutes before the kickoff at Manchester United Old Trafford, where it's still 0-0. And for me, Manchester United, what they need to do is perhaps switch the play from left to right like they did against Crystal Palace in the first half. At the moment, they're not doing that. They're just trying to all go down the left-hand side where Marcus Rashford is going, or they're trying to just trying to walk the ball through the midfield and the centre-backs of the FC20. The Netherlands side are very organised, and they're not going to allow anyone to walk through that. So for me, Manchester United needs to just change the way they're approaching in creating the possession that they may have, and then in the last third, just switch it up a bit, switching the ball from one end to the other. But at the moment, the best chance, quite frankly, that has fallen in the match between Manchester United versus FC20 has been and has landed for FC20. So, let me just get a bit comfortable. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I cover both content for Crystal Palace women, home and away fixtures, also Crystal Palace men, home and away fixtures, also reactions. As you can see, I'm starting to learn how to do live streams and commentary for Champions League, UEFA League, and League Cups. And also, there's also, if you go to playlist and my channel, there's also an option there to, if you're interested in wildlife. I've put some stuff in there as well that I enjoyed doing. Now, hope any time you lot enjoy it there as well. I've got. Manchester United! I told you they will win by 2 goals. I've just seen it, Steve. I don't know if you've seen it. It's just come up. Oh my days. Manchester United has just scored. What did I just say a few minutes? They needed to switch it up a bit, up the tempo, and the crosses between Marcus Rashford up towards to Joshua Zirkzee is working. But look at this. Lovely goal. I'm just watching a replay here of it. Lovely shot. Lovely, well taken goal by Christian Eriksen. And there's a lot of Manchester United fans that are saying out there that he's lost his legs. Well, he's played 2 games in a row, and look at that, he's scoring a goal and is making you look go into the next round, possibly in into the UEFA Europa League. Out of the league stages, if I'm pretty sure this is the league stage, but it's Manchester United won on 34 minutes, a goal by Christian Eriksen against FCTwenty. It was evens in my opinion. Before that, in the first 30 minutes, the best chance falling to FCTwenty. Nothing to sing about from Manchester United. I could barely hear the home crowd through the bit that I'm watching and listening to. But on the 36 minutes, they just upped a little bit of quality in the last third, and Christian Eriksen have scored to give Manchester United the lead. I'm just gonna excuse me. Just going to check now on Arsenal have reached half time. It is Arsenal 2, Bolton 0, and West Ham and Liverpool. Liverpool versus West Ham, and they're still playing, as I can see, and they are 1 apiece. Liverpool's defense sometimes just looks like a calamity. That it looks absolute scenes there at the back for Liverpool sometimes, but their best form, as I said earlier on, to attack is form of defense is to attack their position, and yeah, that's a well taken. They're just showing a replay there, and right across the goalkeeper, and it's one of those strikes that when the player hits it, it stays hit, and you know it's only going to go in one place. And so well worked out goal there, well taken goal there for the Manchester United player Christian Eriksen, which most of the Manchester United fans out there saying that he's lost his legs. Well, you get out there on the pitch and do what he just done, because at the moment your player that you lot are saying that he's lost his legs, he did very well in that first half against my Crystal Palace, unfortunately, and in this game is showing is leading by example. It is Manchester United 1, FCTwenty 0, and we're about coming up towards the 40-minute mark on there. Just trying to see what's going on here. The thing is with this one is that the combination. I think that the link-up play between Bruno and Christian Eriksen is nearly for West Ham there. But what I was saying is that the link-up, the connection between what I can feel, and from the previous match as well at Selhurst Park, certainly the first half, between Bruno and their Christian Eriksen, they seem to be most of the time on the same wavelength. So that's got to help their team, I suppose. The thing is, I think what happens is with the Manchester United side, when Mainoo is in that pivot with the likes of Christian Eriksen, the expectancy, the person whom they look to deliver to do what Christian Eriksen is doing tonight against FCTwenty falls on Mainoo. So it's a dual partnership there, but it is still, yeah, that was all created by Dalot, and just calls absolute scenes, FCTwenty and Christian Eriksen. The moment they hit that ball, that was staying hit. It's 41 minutes. Manchester United 1, FCTwenty 0. Now, if you look at the, I'm just looking at the other ones now. Yeah, they're still in a half time there. I don't know why it's not working. No, they're still, yeah, still. Oh, that means Liverpool and West Ham must have started at 8 o'clock. I don't know, but anyway, it is. They're still playing. Yeah, they must have done because they couldn't have started. They're still playing. So it's Liverpool 1, West Ham 1, and they're into the 40th minute, 42 minutes approaching. And when Liverpool went behind 1-0, they just said, right, we're not having this at Anfield, and they just stepped up levels there. But before Liverpool scored, West Ham were well deserved of their first 1-0 lead there at Anfield. I can't lie, they were just peppering them. And Liverpool are defensively vulnerable. When the ball is bouncing around the centre half of the right back, they are very vulnerable. They're just like, who's going to do what? Who's going to pick what? And there's probably, that explains why they're rumoured to try and get Martinez from Crystal Palace. Oh my God, I'm going to have a headache just thinking about that. It's going to actually see scenes. Big up to you, Steve, there. And no, it's absolute scenes. Whenever they have problems with their players, they come shopping at Crystal Palace. It's Liberties. Right. Just trying to see what's happening at Highbury, at the Emirates, I should say. The players are still warming up there. It was the first 30 minutes for Manchester United was like getting to know each other on the pitch and getting to know the opponent. But then they were able to step up this bit of quality in the last third. Diallo, they sent the left back, causing scenes, going up forward and causing scenes for FC20, and the ball then taken by Christian Eriksen and scoring a very solid, well taken goal. And Arsenal well deserved the 2-0 lead over Bolton with the youngsters. I mean, literally one of them, I'm understanding, is around 16 or 17 years old. So Mikel Arteta is see, Nunes' movement off the ball is just, wow. He's a good player, but when he plays up against, when Nunes plays against my Crystal Palace, I'm not worried at all. I'm not worried about him at all. And that's a Crystal Palace saying that. I just don't. No, I wouldn't have him. I wouldn't have, although it's different, I wouldn't have him over Jean-Philippe Mateta. No. There you go. A minute. It's still half time between Arsenal and Bolton, and Liverpool is still 1-1 against West Ham. The game now needs, in the second half, in the early in the second half, a goal to just open up even more between these two sides. I don't know who would be the better penalty takers between Liverpool and West Ham, to be honest, but we're a long way from that. West Ham United are, they're not doing too bad, I can't lie. Just over the crossbar there for a they're just showing at Liverpool West Ham 1 minute of additional extra time. It is Liverpool 1, West Ham 1. Liverpool shambles, absolute shambles in defense in the first 20 minutes. West Ham peppering them, and when Liverpool are pressed deep and the ball's just popping around their centre half and the right back, they're very vulnerable. and Liverpool conceded the first goal. In fact, they actually conceded a goal before that. There was early warnings there for Liverpool fans and their players, but the goal before had been ruled out for West Ham for Danny Ings, and but West Ham went ahead for 1-0, and then Liverpool do what they do best and did a count. Yeah, that's the end of that. So at a half at the break at level, it is Liverpool 1, West Ham 1. I think they've both cancelled it. Liverpool finishing that first half a lot stronger than how they started it. The best form of defense for Liverpool FC as a Crystal Palace fan is when they just go out and attack the opposition, whether it's using the flanks, whether it's using a combination of that, and then cutting through, hitting it back to one of the midfielders, and then them seeing the pass because players of the opposition may be out of position and seeing the line, and then somebody making a run onto the pass. That is Liverpool at its best. And but in the first 20 minutes, their defense was a calamity back there. I'm not bantering Liverpool fans. I'm just being real. You are defensively vulnerable when that ball is between your centre half and your right back, in my opinion. And it's like you're looking at. I'm in neutral, and I can see your players like, who's going to take care of this? What do I do? Should someone need to tell me what I have to? It's like that kind of scenes, and you do that against the likes of West Ham. That's why they could have been 2-0 up, but the first goal was disallowed, 2 offside. If you're new to the channel at Diego C. Palace, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I do content about Crystal Palace women. Good luck to Laura Kaminsky, who's playing their first home match in the WSL on Friday against Chelsea women at Selhurst Park. I also do content on Crystal Palace men, home and away fixtures when I can get to the matches. And as you can see, I'm learning how to do somehow. With big up to you, Steve, for dropping in live content, doing match reactions. To in this instance, it is the Manchester United fixture at home at Old Trafford versus FCTwenty in the UEFA Europa League. I believe it's the league stages. If it's not, please someone correct me. And it is now reached halftime at Manchester United. A 35-minute goal by Christian Eriksen. In the first 25 minutes, it was even Stevens. There was nothing to sing about. You could not hear the home crowd at Old Trafford. It was like a library. I'm not being horrible there. I'm just being real because I couldn't hear them, literally. And then a bit of quality. Emilio... oh no, don't freeze. Oh, it's back. Yeah. So yeah, in the first 20 minutes, nothing to call about in that fixture, really. No real target shots on the target on either goalkeeper for Onana or for the FCTwenty goalkeeper, which I cannot. I'm not even going to go into his name. It's Unnerstall. I put the lineup on below the description, so if anyone wants to see it, welcome to see it. And it is there a goal in 35 minutes for Manchester United. And Diallo went up. He's a defender, but he was up there causing all sorts of problems for the FCTwenty's defense on the left-hand side, on their left-hand side. And the ball landed for Christian Eriksen, and you could see, you could sense, you could feel, as a football fan, you could see that the moment that Christian Eriksen scored that, the moment that he hit that, you knew that that was going in the back of the net for his football team, Manchester United. Erik ten Hag has started Christian Eriksen in the pivot with Ugarte. I did not do enough homework on this, but I think that's the first time that those two have started a match together. Because usually it's Kobe Mainoo there with either, I believe, Eriksen or Casemiro. So they are there. So it's interesting for them. And let me just go back to see what's going on with Arsenal. Oh, don't refresh. They've got back out there, and it's now the second half is kicked off. It is now the second half between the League Cup third round. I believe the draws after this. I might be wrong, but it is Arsenal 2, Bolton 0, and um, Arsenal well in control there. And I don't know what I'm doing. Don't lose the signal. If this goes, it goes. Oh, no. Hold on a minute. Oh. Dear, never mind. Right, going back to the football. Apologies to everybody. Multitasking here. It is half time at the Europa League. I still don't know, but I think it's the beginning of the competition. I think they call it league stages, but I don't know if it's knockout. A Manchester United fan out there, I suppose, really will know. But it's Christian Eriksen who scored a very good 35-minute goal, and and they're leading 1-0. My prediction for this fixture between Manchester United and FC20 was a Manchester United home win by 2 goals. So they're getting there slowly but steady. The first 25 minutes was nothing to call upon both sides in the attacking end. But better quality from Manchester United, pressing with one of their defenders, and it just gave them an extra body up top. And Arsenal have just scored their third goal, and the second goal for Heaton, the youngster, and Wari. It's always in the League Cups that the youngsters do well. Where they're up against Bolton, they're not up against Manchester City, and they will take this competition seriously. I don't know, but Declan Rice, big difference when he plays for Arsenal. He can read what the opposition are doing, and in this instance, that's what he did. Bolton were trying to play the ball out from the back, and Declan Rice just read it and thought, I'm not having this. And he gets in there, and then gets hold of it, and then he feeds it out to Ethan and Nweri, and about 18, 19 yards outside of the Bolton goal, he just puts it through the keeper. So good quality goal, team goal from Arsenal. Arsenal on 49 minutes are leading Bolton by 3 goals to 0. And on the other fixture is half time between Liverpool and West Ham. Liverpool and West Ham are 1-1 apiece. West Ham starting the brightest, in my opinion. More intensity than Liverpool, and they peg Liverpool back. And when Liverpool are getting pegged back up high, they are vulnerable defensively. The best form of defense for Liverpool is when they're attacking the opposition. And as soon as they went a goal down, they could have been 2 goals down, but as soon as they went a goal down, you could see that Liverpool scored a very good goal with Jota. Well taken goal, quite a very brave taken goal, if I may say so, as well. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace and give it a share as well. And if you can, like the stream, it all goes a long way. Thank you for doing that if you have already. Just looking to see. None of the Manchester United players have received any yellow card. There's only been 1 yellow card. 2. one of the players from FC20, and they've got options. They've got options. I think so. But having said that, as I said at the beginning of the stream, apparently FC20 they are coming in with a bit more better of inform, and Bolton have just scored. I'm looking away at Bolton. The youngster in the Arsenal goal. No, that's not the keeper's fault. There was no cover for him. The keeper wasn't given sufficient cover from the defence, and a well-worked Bolton goal. They've pulled one back. There you go. It is Aaron Collins who has scored for Bolton. It is now on the 53 minutes. Arsenal 3, Bolton 1. Bolton scores another goal. Who knows what might happen here? Maybe Mikel Arteta just rate this cup or any cup to think about it, and he just wants to finish in top 4. I don't know. Don't ask me. Go and ask an Arsenal friend. They'll tell you. It is currently, yes. I'm just going to confirm this. They have confirmed the goal because they're moving on with the play. It is Arsenal 3, Bolton 1, and just checking. No, still half time there. I'm just going to go and check quickly on the lineup for. Oh my days for football. So how do I go to that one? Hold on a minute. So if I do that, and go into that, I'm just trying to get the lineup for Arsenal. I didn't have time to do the lineup for Arsenal for Liverpool. Apologies for any Liverpool or Arsenal fans and West Ham fans. I only did the lineups for FC20 away at Old Trafford against Manchester United before the kickoff. That lineup is available below the title if you want to go and see it. And I'm just looking at this is what I wanted to look at. Yeah. Porter, the youngster from Arsenal, is in goal. And unfortunately, probably good to see him have a clean sheet. Clean sheet's always important for goalkeepers, but it's not to be. I don't think it was his fault. I don't think he did anything wrong. And slightly different lineup from Mikel Arteta. He's not playing 2 in a pivot there. He's doing a 4. I would say 4-4-2, 4-4-3. I think at there, and but Sterling starting up there. With it's got to be a daunting task for any side, but the Bolton Wanderers, they're back 3. They're playing 3 at the back. They've got to face the likes of Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, and Bukayo Saka. So that's and the Arsenal looks a complete different side in my opinion when Declan Rice is there. And I remember once when we kept on conceding goals at Crystal Palace in set pieces and corners. Wasn't this season, the season before. And every corner that we had, literally, we conceded a goal to West Ham. And in that match, we did actually win, 4-3, but we kept conceding. But my point being is that the player that they had that was above levels from all West Ham was Declan Rice. He was the player there. That was a difference. But it is on the round. Oh, don't lose. If I refresh this, do I lose it? No, I haven't lost it. Okay. So it is in the League Cup 3rd round. I think the draw is after this. It is Arsenal 3, Bolton Wanderers 1, a well-worked goal in the second half for Bolton Wanderers, but after the half time, because it was 2-0, and then second goal for Heaton and I keep butchering his surname, and Waneri. In Waneri, he scored his second goal. 50th minute or something like that. And then maybe Arsenal getting a little bit complacency and at the back. I don't think the young goalkeeper for Arsenal could do much about that. He was there. He was just given sufficient cover by the back four in the back line of Arsenal, and Collins scored for Bolton Wanderers on the 53 minutes, assisted by McT. Now, if Bolton were to score another goal in the next 5 or 10 minutes, that would make it interesting. It's still half time between Liverpool and West Ham, as I can see it. And just getting back to Manchester United one. Manchester United game back on the road there, playing in the second half. It's 42 minutes, that 47 minutes. So I've missed 2 minutes of it, rabbiting on about Arsenal and Bolton. But yeah, I'm having problems with that as well, Steve. And well, it is. I wonder sometimes if it's to do with the weather, because the weather's been mad everywhere. But yeah, I'm not surprised that you're losing the signal. But it is Manchester United won on 47, 48 minutes, I suppose now, against FCTwenty in the UEFA Europa League, league stages of that competition. For me, there seems to be a different je ne sais pourquoi, if you like in the French way, a little bit of a hop of the look of Marcus Rashford. He looks a happier person on the pitch, not just because they're winning 1-0, but he just looks a bit oh still 1-1 at Liverpool, but a good counter attack from Liverpool. They nearly scored. Well, not nearly scored, but that's what Liverpool are best at: counter attack, quick pacing football, running ragged the opposition's midfield and a right back or left back, depending what side they're attacking, and causing all scenes. That's when Liverpool are at their best, and it's still 1-1. But it's just now Liverpool on top of that match. I can see them scoring another one. On the Manchester United game, I've just said that Marcus Rashford looks very lively. He looks actually different. He looks happy to be there on the pitch. I'm a neutral, so maybe it's easier for me to sense it. Excuse me, everyone. But to me, the body language of Marcus Rashford, he looks like he's happy to be on the pitch. So maybe if he gets 1 or 2 opportunities on target on goal, he might get a goal. And I suppose any player that's lacking in confidence on open play or in front of goal, a goal will always do them well. Referee, that's a foul on the. Oh, right. I've just seen, and there's no VAR on the. What? Right, there's no VAR on the earlier rounds of the Carabao Cup. It only applies into the semi-finals or latter stages of the competition. So we're down to the officials on the pitch to do their thing there. But it is Manchester United 1, FCTwenty 0. Diogo Dalot is the one that, for some reason, he's causing. He is a defender, but he's been allowed to go forward and causing that extra body and causing problems to the FCTwenty back line. And that is causing some of those FCTwenty defenders to go out of positions. And then when you've got the likes of Marcus Rashford, Bruno, and Christian Eriksen, they can read those gaps that are appearing. So I can see. Oh, Jota's just got. Yeah. Diogo Jota's just scored. Diogo Jota's just scored. Liverpool are now 2-1. They've come out that second half and they says, right, we're not going to start the second half like we started the first half. Diogo Jota has just scored his set. Yeah, that's a goal. That's a goal by Diogo Jota. It's the way that the play opens up for Diogo Jota and the way he just takes it in there. See, he's got that quality, and I will not say, and I'm a neutral to the Liverpool setup. And Nunes, he hasn't got what Diogo Jota has in open play, playing against and against the goal. He just hasn't. Nunes hasn't got that. When Nunes plays against my Crystal Palace, I'm not worried at all. When Diogo Jota starts against my Crystal Palace, I'm thinking we need to put something on that player because he's going to cause scenes to us. And there's an example of it. There's an example. He's got 2 opportunities, and what's happened? 2 goals for Liverpool. My prediction for that match was a 3-0 Liverpool win. And sorry, let me have a look at you, Steve. So just keep watching because Twente keeps crashing. You've done that one. West Ham want a penalty, could check VAR. No, apparently there's no VAR. I've just heard it confirmed, Steve. In the early stages of the League Cup, there is no VAR. Only in the latter stages, in the semi-finals onwards. Apparently, that's what I've heard one of the commentators say. So I'm just relaying what I hear. But that second goal for Liverpool was. If anyone wants to want to know how to defend against Liverpool, that what Curtis Jones created there for Diogo Jota. If somebody can stop them doing that, then you're halfway there of stopping from stopping Liverpool. Oh, Arsenal just scored. It had to be him. Raheem Sterling has just scored for a goal snatching goal for Raheem Sterling on 64 minutes. It's no doubt that he was going to score today. Players of that quality. I don't know why he fell out or why Chelsea fell out with him. But there you go. What's that? I said West Ham a penalty could check. Done that. Don't look like a penalty. Okay, and I didn't. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, Steve, either. Because you think that if they're playing in a sort of a modern stadium, you think that they'll have the technology at hand. They probably do, but and they're not sure European teams can play each other. Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah. Teams can play each other. Oh, right. So when they go to draw the ball for the next, yeah, it could be the case. It could be the case because I think they want them to play. So I'll read out what you're saying. So it doesn't pin on this one. If I was using StreamYard, then I would be able to. It says not sure European teams can play each other in EFL till maybe quarterfinal onwards. Yeah, I think it's because they want them to play at home in these earlier stages for the next 16 round. I suppose it would be the next round, because obviously they are featuring in the League Cup. It could be something to do with that. But a well-made goal for Raheem Sterling. Created, in my opinion, by Bukayo Saka. The man pocketed 2 of the defenders from Bolton, and then when the ball came across, the keeper spills it, and of course Raheem Sterling knows where he needs to be, what he needs to do, and he has he scored his first goal for Arsenal. Now, Manchester United versus FC20. Manchester United 1, FC20 0. It's 52 minutes. But Marcus Rashford's body language, the way he looks on that pitch, he looks like he's getting his mojo back, putting the expression. And basically, he looks a different player. And Maguire nearly half volley there, but well, there you go. But for me, what Manchester United are doing, using the left hand side of Marcus Rashford on the right side, Alalio, they're just causing scenes for FC20. They don't know how to cope with things. They didn't do that in the second half against Crystal Palace, I'll tell you that much. I think the player, on what I've watched so far, the player for Manchester United has to be Amad Diallo. He's just caught in problems down that right-hand side. So on the left-hand side of the FC20, that left back, he's just having a nightmare, absolute nightmare. But it took some time for them to see it, though. There's a lot of UEFA games 17 instead of... That's why they could do that, because in the UEFA Cups, there are 2 weeks in a row. Some play 1 week. I noticed one game you held last week. Yeah, they have to try and space it out. I think that's why Pep and all they're all complaining because of the volumes of games and the players can't recover. But they do get in the transfer market the best players. So what are they complaining about? Oh, penalty. Oh, it's getting juicy now. It's getting juicy now at Liverpool. Basically, Liverpool, although they deserve to set their lead by 2-1 over West Ham, West Ham are now building up possession consistently. Slow build-up play, and they're pressing and they're pushing, and they're starting to ask those questions of what they asked Liverpool in the first 20 minutes, because Liverpool defensively in the first 15 to 20 minutes, they were shambles. Absolutely like a pinball machine in their defense, literally, until Diogo Jota just stepped up levels and then pulled it back to 2-1 for them. But West Ham are now starting to ask more questions, like when they started the game. So it's going to be interesting. The next goal between Liverpool and West Ham is going to be very interesting. If Liverpool gets it, that's the end of the matter. If West Ham pull it back, then obviously we all know it could go to penalties. Now FA Cup replays, it's wise. Yeah, I'm aware. I think so, yeah. It's good to have Champions League games. Knockout games over 2 legs are... Yeah, I would say, I mean, it's easier for me as an neutral, as a Crystal Palace fan, because when the Champions League gets to the latter ages, you get to see a home and away for those sides. And I suppose if you can qualify into the latter stages of the UEFA of the Champions League, then it should give them momentum. The problem is that there's so many matches that the players have to play between today and come the New Year's and Christmas season, and then to go into the latter stages of the Champions League, the likes of Pep Guardiola, Arne Slot, Unai Emery, they're going to be looking to see, have we got enough squad in depth to deal with the injuries that inadvertently they're going to receive. No one wants to see players injured, but that's going to happen. And just going to refresh this one so I can see what's going on with Manchester United, because that's frozen. It's still on the 60th minute. Manchester United 1, FC20 0. Marcus Rashford looks a different player. He's got a different composure about him, and substitutions going on at Liverpool while I'm watching the Manchester United thing. And there's another tackle from Lisandro Martinez. The way he just tackled there, he gets a yellow card. I'm not going to talk too much about his... I'm just glad that Daichi Kamada left the pitch against Palace, with Palace against Manchester United, that he left the pitch with 2 good legs on him. But that was just disgraceful, that 2-footed thing that he did during that match. It was unnecessary, and it's not the thing that people want to see. I hope youngsters don't go and do that on Sunday, because it's not something that should be on the pitch. There's no reason for it. Anyway, but Lisandro Martinez is just... Let's just hold your line. Stay on your feet. and let their player with the ball try and do something to get around you. But no, he's just blatted. So he's got a yellow card. So that's just he's putting pressure on himself and on the defense now of Manchester United. So his FT20 can now build up play and starting attacking the back four of Manchester United with that yellow card. The Lisandro Martinez is that. Oh, saved by Liverpool. West Ham and asking questions of Liverpool there. But as I say, so Martinez there getting booked there and unnecessarily in my opinion. And I think now there's a free kick for oh, it's just gone past around the post. So Onana came to the rescue there, and for me, there you go. I think Martinez is becoming a liability for the back line of Manchester United. But what do I know? He just does tackles that are unnecessary. No, that's wrong to say. I mean, the way he does the tackling, there's no need for it. There's other ways to do the tackling. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C Palace. I do content on Crystal Palace women versus also on the Crystal Palace men. Also, and also I do a bit of wildlife in there. So if you want, just look at the playlist on the channel. Hopefully you see the name of your team there, and also this one there for wildlife. And good luck to Laura Kaminsky in her first home match for Crystal Palace women's manager. They're going to be hosting at Selhurst Park on Friday. Chelsea women with their new manager. They won their opening match of the WSL campaign. Chelsea women against Aston Villa. Of course, Lucy Bruns is signed for them. And so good luck to Laura Kaminsky and Amy Everett, the Crystal Palace captain, on their fixture at Selhurst Park. Come on! Oh! Fabianski's just... Oh, good save by the Fabianski, by the West Ham goalkeeper. Liverpool looking to ask a question of him. And it's a bit of an end-to-end between Liverpool and West Ham. As I said, their next goal decides this. No, maybe not necessarily, because if he goes to West Ham, it will be 2-2. But I think as the match has deployed itself and the way it started and the way West Ham scored first, and they could have been 2-0 up, but one of the first goals was ruled out for offside. And so let's see if West Ham are going to get an equaliser here. Let's have a look, see what's going on. The build-up play and the possession from West Ham is very organised, very, very good. And they know that if they're persistent and if they're patient with their build-up play against the Liverpool, and if they can just get something to cause questions of the Liverpool defence, they could get through this. That's a foul. That's a foul. Hold on, I need to have a drink. Thanks for watching, anybody who's out there. It means the world. I'm trying to figure out how to do live streaming and match reactions, or I think, no, the correct wording is a watch along. There you go. I don't even know what it's called, and I'm giving it a go. It's called a watch along. I'm doing a watch along for 2 competitions, multitasking. That's right. Diego C Palace is actually a multitasking. It is doing a watch along for Manchester United, who are currently on the 65 minutes. On me, get comfortable. Manchester United 1. FCTwenty 0. For now, since the 60th minute, FCTwenty are coming better into the match, as I can see. Their set pieces are becoming more threatening, and so it's quite. So for me, but it's still 1-0 to West Ham. Oh, West Ham! Oh, it's a corner to West Ham. West Ham are asking questions of Liverpool. I told you West Ham are vulnerable at the back. Their best form of defence is to attack the opposition, and they can't get the whole hold of the ball. Liverpool players to push up to counter at the moment, and West Ham are building and building the momentum, building up the press up there towards Liverpool. They've got a corner now. They're asking questions of Liverpool, and yeah, what happened there? When Liverpool were on the counter there, one of their players was out of position. So then when West Ham got hold of the ball, they just tracked back. It's like what happened to Palace when we were 0-0 at the bridge, and then you just get caught out. I think the Liverpool and West Ham game is hard to decide. Arsenal scored another goal. Kai Havertz has scored. Oh, Antonio! Killed up. Oh, how did he miss? How did he miss for West Ham? It took too much chances there. The West Ham player there, right in front of the goal. Then he went to take too many touches there. Antonio, what was he? Oh, that should have been the equaliser for West Ham. Oh my days! But in the other fixture in the League Cup, it is Arsenal 5 now, Bolton 1. And I tell you something, Mikel Arteta is starting to unlock the youngsters at Arsenal, and that front three of Raheem Sterling, um, um, Jesus, and Bukayo Saka are as well. That's got to be a nightmare for any defender, any back three or any back four. Surely, but Kai Havertz for Arsenal has made it 5-1 to Bolton. Arsenal are just basically nonchalant walking into the next round, last 16 of the next round, surely. Now, I'm going back to the Manchester United thing because it's frozen again, and it's coming up to the 70th minute. And for me, Manchester United are trying to bring on a substitution. Now, this is what I don't understand. Mikel Arteta, I think, is going to try and bring Alejandro Garnacho on. Is he going to substitute him? He's gonna. I told you. There he goes. There he goes. They've equalised. There you go. I told you. FCTwenty were building momentum. They were building it, and I had to sort of just quiet. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And FCTwenty have equalised to Manchester United, as Manchester United were looking to bring on a substitution, and I was looking at the substitution, and I was thinking, surely he's not going to bring on Amad Diallo off. He's their best player at the moment. It doesn't make. And he was trying to make, so now he was going to bring on Amad Diallo off because you can see the numbers on the board. And it's, oh, is that a penalty? That's a penalty, surely, at the Liverpool game. But anyway, definitely Manchester United won. FCTwenty have equalised. And for me, looking at the lineup, I told you that in the last 5 or 8 minutes, FCTwenty were building the play up. They were looking more likely to score in the sense that, oh no, those Manchester United fans are going to be fuming with that, conceding that type of goal. It's I see. I don't know if this is that a knockout, or do they? I'm sure they're playing for points, or they're playing for the league. So it's a position in place for. No, it's not the champion. This is the UEFA Europa League stage. So yeah, but anyway, it's definitely on the 70th minute or 68 minutes, 69 minutes. FC20 player Sam Lammers has scored the equaliser for FC20, and oh, nearly Liverpool. But basically, this is why maybe some Manchester United fans are calling for clearing Eriksen to say it's like his pocket was picketed. He's basically he had the ball, he gets caught in possession, and then Sam Lammers goes through into goal, and the Glasgow Rangers. I can't do a Scottish accent to save my life, but the ex-Glasgow Rangers does a little drop of the shoulder. Under Onana thinks that he's going for one side, but no. Sam Lammers, the ex-Glasgow Rangers player, slots it just next to the post, and the game on. It's Manchester United 1, FC20 1, and absolute seas. The Manchester United fans out there will be absolutely fuming in the way Eriksen, Christian Eriksen lost possession there. They are going to be on his case now until the end of the match. But in the Liverpool match, it is currently Liverpool 2, West Ham 1. This can go either way. Liverpool, both West Ham are having chances. And for me, there could have been a penalty. There are players saying that he got hit on the arm or on the stomach. But for me, that was like basketball that hit him on the hand. He was doing this. Real talk. There's a rule for some and there's a rule for others. That's all I'm going to say when it comes to Liverpool FC. They get decisions, and Crystal Palace fans, we don't get them. That's all I was going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I'm a Crystal Palace fan, so I'm just going to keep it real. Big up any Liverpool fans that may be in the chat or maybe watching this on playback. Please, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Trialing new. This is only the 5th watch along that I've done, getting to know the ropes on it, and I'm doing a dual watch along here where on the 70th minute, Manchester United 1, FC20 1. I told people a few minutes ago that FC20 were building momentum, were building up, especially on set pieces. And Christian Eriksen, which played well in the first half, his pocket was picked by the goal scorer, Sam Lammers, the ex-Glasgow Rangers player. The man took the ball off Christian Eriksen and then did a little drop of the shoulder up towards Onana and slotted the ball right next to the post. What a goal from FC20. Game on, 70 minutes into the match. Anything can happen. Next goal decides this match for sure is at Old Trafford. Manchester United 1, FC20 1. On the other fixtures in the League Cup, Arsenal are well in control at home to Bolton Wanderers. Bolton Wanderers back in the day, they were a big side in the sense of who they had and players. Yeah, they're 5-1 up. Just going to double check because the thing is frozen there. So I've got to go and check. Yes, but still Arsenal 5, Bolton 1. A lot of the youngsters are getting featured some time on the pitch by Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta is unlocking the youngsters at Arsenal FC. Will be the headlines tomorrow. Maybe the Arsenal fans won't see it that way. I don't know. Oh, that's a goal. Liverpool have stepped up again, and of course, none other than Mohamed Salah. Mo Salah has just scored for Liverpool. What a goal. I think it's the 3rd time or the 4th time that he scored this season. Is it still standing? Yeah, the announcement has been made. So, yeah, that stands. Mo Salah has scored to make it 3-1 against West Ham. West Ham tried in vain to get another one back. But it's still 74 minutes. There's still football to be played in this match. And if West Ham does pull one back, you never know. what Mohamed Salah with that suspect haircut, the way he shaved the hair, the man. He always seems to score against West Ham. So if there's any West Ham fans out there, you probably do. Big up to you, Steve. Thank you for dropping in. Manchester United need to come back again. Yeah, you're right, because the thing is, they they've got enough, I think, on the lineup, and they've got a squad in depth. But the way Christian Eriksen his pocket was picked there by the eventual scorer for FCTwenty. You Manchester United fans are going to be fuming on that. But he was very good in the pivot with Ugarte in the first half, in my opinion. But what levels you guys want to play at, I have no idea. I'm not a Manchester United fan. But for me, FCTwenty were asking questions. Just a moment, please. Oh, what have I done with it? Oh no, I don't know where it is. Okay. And it's I don't do space. I can use this. Oh, there you go. I'm causing this. Just 1 second, please. I need to clean my glasses, because there's something on my glasses where it's making me squint unnecessary. But yeah, definitely FCTwenty called. Oh, Mo Salah, is he all right? He's just been chopped up. Oh, if he's injured after that tackle, the Liverpool fans are going to be fuming. That wasn't the West Ham player. I haven't got my glasses on, and I can see that was a bad tackle on the Liverpool player, and it looks like Mo Salah. Just a second. Oh, that's horrible. Mo Salah, if he doesn't, oh, now he's going to get off for that. Yeah, he's been sent off. Edison Alvarez has been sent off because there was obviously contact between him and Mo Salah. Mo Salah, if he doesn't get out from that tackle, the Liverpool fans are going to be fuming. The ball was nowhere near when the tackle was made. And may I mention Martinez stamp on both feet, stamping on Dishi Kamada on Saturday. Yeah, it's a red card. So West Ham are down one man on the pitch, and it looks like Salah is okay. For the Liverpool fans, they're going to be fuming on that. They're going to be absolutely spitting on that. Literally. And who wouldn't be? Because that's a horrible tackle. But back to the Manchester United fixture in the UEFA Europa League stage. It is currently Manchester United 1, FCTwenty 1, and we've got in the first half a goal by Christian Eriksen. I think he was really well in the first half. And Ahmad Alijo, he was the player of the match for them in the first half, in my opinion. But in the second half, Christian Eriksen, too much time on the ball, and the FCTwenty player, ex-Glasgow Ranger, Sam Lammers, picked Christian Eriksen's pocket, took the ball off him, and ran towards Onana, dropped another shoulder, went to this side, went to that side, and then slotted the ball just between the post and the keeper to make it 1-1 for FCTwenty at Old Trafford. It is 80 minutes. There's 10 minutes in the normal time to play, but there's a lot of time there. And for me, this is when the manager needs to make substitutions that make a difference. Make a double substitutions to say to the position, how are we going to deal with this now? And Erik ten Hag is, I'm just going to, he's had to do that. So on 79 minutes, Kobe Mainoo came on for Christian Eriksen, and Rashford Hojlund came on for Marcus Rashford. Double substitution from Erik ten Hag, and also Fabianski's just saved it off the post, but a third substitution on the 79 minutes. Mason Mount coming on for Zirkzee for the youngster from the Manchester United. So a triple substitution on 79, 80th minutes from Eriksen Hag to say, right, we're going to have to do this. But Manchester United fans would probably be saying, well, why didn't you do that 10 minutes ago or 5 minutes ago? Then he'd done that. You wouldn't have conceded in the 68th minute. So he waited until conceding a goal to do that triple substitution. That infuriates fans, but then maybe managers see it a different way, I suppose. Now, the way Christian Eriksen lost the ball, the possession of the ball, and to the eventual goal scorer was just unforgivable in the sense that should the Manchester United manager have made the substitution, I know he can't look at things from hindsight, but it's like he was waiting for a reaction, i.e. a goal from the position to say, okay, now I need to do a triple substitution. So we'll see what happens. I think Manchester United will still win this match. My prediction was a match. Yeah, no, they're running out of time, Manchester United, on there. They should be. My prediction for this fixture was a Manchester United 2-0, but they're not. Oh, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. It is dual watch along of UEFA Europa League stage between Manchester United and FCTwenty. And I'm also keeping an eye on Arsenal, who are well in control between Arsenal and Bolton, 5-1 up to Arsenal. And of course, Liverpool against West Ham, who have lost a player due to a horrible tackle on Mo Salah, absolutely dreadful tackle. And it is Liverpool 3, West Ham 1 there. I think Liverpool should see that one out, I reckon now. They've got a man down now, West Ham, they've sold, that's it. Arsenal full time now, they're just showing it. And Mikel Arteta has unlocked the youngsters, whoever said that you can't with the kids. It wasn't a clean sheet for the young Arsenal goalkeeper, but it ended. It was only. He ended. Arsenal 5, Bolton Wanderers 1. So good experience for the youngsters, for the Arsenal in their youth academy, not youth academy, or the under 21s, I suppose. Well, I don't know. It's 16, isn't it? Or 17? I think it's 16. I think the Arsenal goalkeeper was 16. So that is the academy. You know, I mean, it was close enough as it is. So it's good to see the youngsters getting it. So basically, Arsenal cruise into. I think also with Liverpool now, they should see that game out, but they've still got a few more minutes to play. Manchester United now, the UEFA Europa League. It's Manchester United 1, FCTwenty 1. If you're new to the channel, please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace, doing content on reaction to European football, to League Cup football, whether Crystal Palace are involved or not. Of course, not in Europe at the moment. And also doing content on Crystal Palace women. Good luck to Laura Kaminsky, to Adam Jeffrey, the assistant coach at Crystal Palace women as well, against Chelsea F's women's team at Selhurst Park on Friday. The WSL, their very first home fixture. And also do content on Crystal Palace men. Thank you to Oliver Glasner and to Daichi Kamada for doing the selfies at the last home match against Manchester United. Thank you very much, you two gentlemen. And also there's also, if you go to playlist, there's an option there for wildlife. Feel free to have a look at that as well. It is 86 minutes. Manchester United 1, FCTwenty 1. Complacency. Well, could it be of the manager not making substitution to substitute tired legs? Christian Eriksen's pocket was picked by the eventual goal scorer Sam Lammers. It's Glasgow Rangers player getting the ball off Christian Eriksen, running towards Onana. dropped a shoulder there, and then scored in. And for me, does it go? No, if it's a league stage, that means there won't be any additional time. It'll just be that's it, isn't it? We'll find out eventually in a minute between Manchester United and FCTwenty, the 19 minutes and then additional extra time, and then that'll be it. Just gonna have another biscuit. In the first 20 minutes, Liverpool were in trouble against West Ham. West Ham scored twice, but one of the goals was ruled for offside. Calamity defending by Liverpool, but then Liverpool just turned up things. And in the second half, a well-taken goal by Mo Salah and Jota, and also West Ham horrible tackle with one of their players being sent off, and Mo Salah looks like he's recovered because he's running around there. I can see him bopping his head around, so he's all right. But a triple substitution here under 79 minutes by Erik ten Hag. A triple substitution perhaps too late by Erik ten Hag. Who knows? Ask the Manchester United fans out there, because a minute before that, Christian Eriksen's pocket was picked by Sam Lammers, and FCTwenty equalised to make it Manchester United 1, FCTwenty 1. Absolute scenes. And let's have a look. Hold on a minute. See, Erik ten Hag substituted the best player, Armando Diallo, on the 67 minutes, if I read it right. And then a minute later, Christian Eriksen's pocket gets picked. He goes 1-1. And then Erik ten Hag then makes, the minute later, a triple substitution. So for me, if you can see that your players are losing their legs, or they just need changes to put fresh momentum, you got options on the bench. Why wait until the opposition score? It just doesn't make any sense. I'll be fuming if Oliver Glasner did that. There you go. That's an example. Oliver Glasner does not wait. From the matches that I've seen in him live, he doesn't wait for the opposition manager to make the move for him. He makes the move himself first. If you make the move first, you're in control. Surely. I don't know. It is coming up to the 90th minute. Manchester United 1, FCTwenty 3. Sorry, FCTwenty 1. Sorry, I was reading the wrong thing there. It's 1-1. All right, so they're going to make the draw after the Liverpool West Ham match. I don't know where I'm going to be able to listen to that, but I'm going to stick with the Manchester United because I'm trying to find out if it doesn't freeze how many. No, still 1-1. Manchester United 1, FCTwenty 1, and I'm waiting to see how much additional extra time they play there. And I'm sorry, but man, I'm a neutral, and I think with what they had in the bench, that would Manchester United should have. My prediction was a 2-0 win for Manchester United because of what they've got in the bench and what they've got on starting, in the sense of up against FCTwenty. But then what do I know? But the first 20-30 minutes of the game, it was just completely, it was like a library at Old Trafford. Like literally, you could not hear anything from the crowd and on the commentary and the image that I was seeing. So, but on the 35 minutes, Christian Eriksen scored because of the good forward play by the right back Diallo. causing scenes for the FC20. And there we go. There we go. Is that a goal? That's a goal. That's a goal. Manchester United. Look, that's it. Oh no. Oh dear. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, Liverpool has just scored, and they're well in control. At the moment that their West Ham lost the thing, and there we go, got the image back, and it is 4 minutes added at the Manchester United. 4 minutes confirmed. Just seeing it, the man pulling up the board, and it is Manchester United 1, FC20 1, and it is. Could have been, I was just looking at it, could have been a Kobe Mainoo penalty. I've seen them be given because he was pulled back. So there was contact there, but the referee was not having any of it. So I don't know, ask a Manchester United fan, should that have been a penalty for your Kobe Mainoo? I have to say, as a neutral, I've seen them given. And there's no no, there isn't. So then, but it's 4 minutes of additional extra time. At the moment, Manchester United have thrown everything forward. FC20 are locking the bus behind. They will settle for a draw, no doubt. But in my opinion, that's 2 points dropped for Eriksen and his Manchester United squad. I think the Manchester United fans are going to be having a Stewart's inquiry, as it were, in the sense that why was it that they took off their best player and then a minute later, Christian Eriksen, whose legs were like literally, he was getting tired on the ball, he was caught on possession, and the eventual goal scorer for FC20 corner here for Manchester United. Can they make it count in the last minute? They don't have a McTominay there. Erik ten Hag in his long blue coat is looking, staring into that corner to see them take that corner. Here we go. Corner coming in. Whoever scores now wins this match, but I don't think they'll do it. For me, not looking at it with hindsight, as a neutral, I think the referee, Erik ten Hag, should not have waited until the opposition made him make a triple substitution. He was not corrected. He brought off their best player in Diallo, Amad Diallo off, which I think he was their best player. Oh my God, Liverpool has just scored another one. Liverpool are starting to take the liberties now. Yeah, it was a deflective goal, but Liverpool won. I'm just keeping an eye on the Manchester United end in last few minutes now, and the thing has frozen. Typically, we just go that, no, it's not doing anything. But yeah, on the other one, because the other thing is frozen, it is ending. Cody Gakpo with a deflected goal. He'll probably get it, maybe not. It's Liverpool 5. West Ham 1. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Thank you very much for everyone that has tuned in. Big up to you, Steve, if you're still there, for dropping in. Thank you for everyone who's dropped a like. And it is nervy ending in additional extra time. And for me, oh, nearly didn't coming in, and that's it. No, Harry Maguire header into the thing, and it doesn't count. Oh, Oh no, but it's an offside maybe. What's going on? Is it offside? No, but yeah, no. So it's a great save. It's ended now. The referee has blown the whistle. The Manchester United fans are going to be fuming, I think, because I think they should have won this game at home. I think in these group stages, not that I'm an expert as a Crystal Palace fan, but from the way I see it as organised, the home matches in European football, you need to make them winners, winning goals, winning goals, winning wins. And Manchester United have dropped 2 points, in my opinion, unnecessarily. They had enough there on the bench. The positives, I suppose, for them, I think Marcus Rashford looked different. He had a different body language, different demeanour about him. He looked actually happy to be on the pitch for playing for their Manchester United. But Manchester United, I don't understand why he subbed the best player. And then a minute later, Christian Eriksen gets caught in possession. And then FCTwenty equalise. And then Eric Ten Hag says, right, and then I need to make a triple substitution. And I think that's what, excuse me, irritates football fans the most. I'm a neutral. I could see it at my Palace, my Oliver Glasner, and the Crystal Palace women manager, Laura Kaminsky. They don't wait for their position to make a decision to what they have to do on their pitch for their players. They make their decisions first and foremost. And in this instance, in my opinion, as a neutral, I think Eric Ten Hag, not just saying it with hindsight, not just because I've seen the game progress, on the 70th minute, to wait until then to make the triple substitution was too late, in the sense that you could see that, I said, if you play it back around 64 minutes into the match, I said FCTwenty are building momentum here. They're building play up, and they're asking questions, certainly on certain pieces against Manchester United. So the build-up play was more consistently, and Christian Eriksen, and in the period with Ugarte, was kind of dying down. And what happened? Eric Ten Hag decides to take their best player, Amad Diallo, off. Well, I think he was their best player in the first half, and was when they were winning. And then Sam Lammers for FCTwenty picked the pocket of Christian Eriksen, and the ex-Glasgow Rangers striker, he scored a goal that, I tell you something, that's going to be in the memory of most Manchester United fans, because it shouldn't have happened, in my opinion. They've got to face Manchester United. They needed to make this home match full points, because they've got to go away to Porto, and then I think they've got to go and play away to Jose Mourinho's side. They needed to make this match today at Old Trafford against a confident FCTwenty. My prediction was a 2-0 win for Manchester United, and I think they've thrown it. They've bottled it. They've bottled their win, and they've just gifted 2 points to. They just dropped two points. But right, so in the let me just go to the scores. Actually, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the other scores. Right, I'll give you a rundown, full time on the UEFA Europa League scores. Just a moment, I need to take a drink. Is this a soft drink, by the way? Sad, blinded, and proud. That's right. I said it. Now, FC scores. UEFA Europa League scores confirmed. It ended AZ 3-2, Elfsborg 2, Bodo Glimt 3, Porto 2. Now Manchester United have got to go away there as soon, so that's interesting. They've lost their this match. Anderlecht 2, Fenerbahce 1, Dynamo Kiev 0, Lazio Lazio 3, and Galatasaray 3, PAOK 1, also Ludogorets 0, Slavia Prague 2, Manchester United 1, FC21. I think as a neutral, Manchester United should have secured that win. They should have started a bit more with a high mode tempo as well. But yeah, they've dropped 2 points there. Now they've got the next 2 matches in this competition are away. One to Porto and one where none other than Jose Mourinho is playing. Midtjylland 1, Hoffenheim 1, Nice 1, and Real Sociedad 1. I'm just going to go into the Nice side. I want to see their lineups. No, I was thinking of someone. Oh? No, the player that I was looking for is not there. All right, never mind. But I'll tell you something. So that's the results in the group stages for the UEFA. I'm trying to get I'm going to now try and see if I can get a live coverage of the League Cup to see who we got. Live EDL. Is that on there? I don't know where it would be. If anyone in the chat knows how I can view the live league, I'm going to go here. Might be here. Right, it's not there. So I'll leave that one. No, it's not there. Right, let me just open up another one. And sorry, and also in the League Cup, it ended. In the League Cup, it ended. There was 2 matches. The third round, Arsenal 5, Bolton Wanderers 1, Liverpool 5, West Ham 1. They did score 2 goals in the first half, but one was ruled out in the first 20 minutes offside. And but West Ham lost a player because of a horrible tackle on Mo Salah. So it looks like Mo Salah finished that match okay. Had he not stood up after that tackle, I think the Liverpool fans would have been absolutely fuming. I think they weren't happy with the tackle. It's a horrible tackle. The ball wasn't there. And Alvarez, when if you look at that challenge again, Alvarez was not the ball wasn't there. They've just shown it. There wasn't there. So it ended there. The Liverpool 5, West Ham 1. Diogo Jota scoring 2 goals. Mo Salah 1. Nearly lost one of his legs there. And that's not even a joke. On that horrible tackle from Alvarez on the 76 minutes for West Ham. Cody Gakpo scoring the other 2 goals. Curtis Jones played really well, I think, for Liverpool there. Unsung heroes. I think he probably did. I'm not really into the stat thing, but I think he probably did most of the things. I'm trying to see where they're going to do the. I'm going to have to Google it because I have no idea. So if I do, how do I do this? So let's. Yeah, I'm just going to Google it. Live League Cup. Here we go. I don't know. That's that. It's on YouTube. Is it? All right. So let me go there. So what? That's not difficult then, obviously. Let me. I just closed it. Why did I close that? So what happens now then? For goodness sake! I just pressed something and I don't know what's happened to it. Oh, here we go. That's that one. This YouTube. So live draw up and coming. Notify me. I'm going to go into it. It's everybody's waiting. Oh my God! In 17 minutes, are you having a laugh? What are they waiting for? All they got to do is put the balls in the bag and just pull the balls out. Why they got to play around with the balls? What's going on? What's going on? Carabao Cup. They know who's into the next round. All they had to do is prepare the ball bag with the balls from the size that are already in there, and just add Liverpool and Arsenal to just drop 2 balls in, and there you go. Off you go. And it's going to take another 15 minutes for them to figure that out. There you go. Well, anyway, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I'm just waiting for the live cup draw, the 4th round draw, and I just want to try and see. It's not going to work there, is it? Okay, so if I do that, that's that one. So then if I go there, I can do that. And then football. Yeah, now just to confirm, in the League Cup, in the 3rd round, they ended Arsenal 5, Bolton Wanderers 1. Mikel Arteta unlocking the youngsters. One of the Arsenal players, their goalkeeper, was a 16-year-old. Good to see. I always think it's brilliant when the managers get the opportunity to play the youngsters at a higher level. That experience is invaluable for them. As I said earlier on, Oliver Glasner, for example, he took, I think it was 8 of the under-21s from Darren Powell's side to the pre-season. So any experience that any of them can take, I think that's always important. It also ended in the league, in the League Cup, 3rd round, Liverpool 5, West Ham 1. The first 20 minutes, West Ham had scored 2, but one of the goals was disallowed for offside, and Liverpool were calamitous. Madness it was like a pinball situation. In the middle of Liverpool defense, they were terrible, but then they just flicked a switch and they turned up the thing, and they scored goals in the latter stages of the first half and the second half. Horrible tackle by Alvarez on Mo Salah. Mo Salah survived that. It's a tackle that you don't want to see, but it ended Liverpool 5, West Ham 1. So this is what I'm talking about. At the draw, all they had to do is just have 4 balls representing either Arsenal, Bolton Wanderers, Liverpool or West Ham. And now all they need to pick is just put the ball for Arsenal and Liverpool into the bag that was pre-made and then just draw the thing. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. It's not unbelievable. And in the UEFA Europa League stage, it ended AZ 3, Elfsborg 2, Bodo Glimt 3, Porto 2, Anderlecht 1, Ferencváros 1, Dynamo of Kiev 0, Lazio 3, Galatasaray 3, the Turkish side, PAOK 1, Ugarte 0, Slavia Prague 2, Manchester United 1, FCTwenty 1, and Midtjylland 1, Hoffenheim 1, Nice 1, Real Sociedad 1, Manchester United versus FCTwenty. In the first 25 minutes for me, it was like a library at Old Trafford. I was like trying to listen into what was going on with the crowd and the stadium, and it was quiet. But on the 35 minutes, following Amad Diallo causing scenes on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side, of course, then of the FC20 defense, causing all sorts of trouble for them. The ball fell kindly for Christian Eriksen, who lovely shot it, took it into his stride and scored on 35 minutes, making it Manchester United 1-0. In the second half, I felt in the 60th minute that FC20 were slowly gathering momentum, trying to build up what was going on against Manchester United and just getting it to the last third. And then what happened? Erik ten Hag decided to make an announcement to substitute Amad Diallo. I wonder if that had a distraction of what was going on the pitch. And I think he was their best player in the first half, quite frankly. And then within a minute, Sam Lammers, the ex-Glasgow Rangers, trying my Scottish accent there unsuccessfully, no doubt. Ex Glasgow Rangers player scored for FC20, pickpocketing the pocket of Christian Eriksen, and running on towards the Manchester United goalie. Onana dropping a shoulder here, dropping a shoulder there, taking the ball on the left end, licking it to the right, and then striking the ball between the goalkeeper and the post to make it 1-1 for FC20. It was unnecessary, and then at that point, then Erik ten Hag then made a triple substitution, taking off Marcus Rashford, Christian Eriksen, and I can't remember the other one. But what came on was Mason Mount. I think he also brought on. They're just showing a replay there, and yeah, the body language of the Manchester United players coming off the pitch. They feel, and they probably will be feeling, that they dropped 2 points there, because my understanding is the next two fixtures away in this competition for them in the UEFA Europa League is against. Oh my God! I don't know how you do that. I think they're going to go away at Porto, and Porto lost today, so then maybe that might help them. Let me just have a look. So how do I do that? So go there. Manchester United are 11th. I thought they were a bit higher up in the table. Well, there you go. Right, yeah, I was right. Look, so on Thursday, the 3rd of October, Manchester are away at Porto. So yeah, it's away, and it's a 8 o'clock kickoff. And then they are away. Yes, that is the second away. They're away at Fenerbahce. And of course, Fenerbahce, we all know who the manager is there, and none other than Jose Mourinho. And then the third one is going to be away at PAOK. So the next three fixtures in this competition for Manchester United are going to be 3 away. And so they needed to try and make this a 3-pointer, I would have thought. Or maybe, I'm only a Crystal Palace fan. What do I know about European football? But for me, they needed to secure this as a 3-pointer, and they didn't. So I expect Manchester United fans out there will be absolutely fuming on this one. Real talk. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I do coverage on, as you can see, European football and domestic football, not just Crystal Palace player teams. And also I do reaction to and live reaction to, when I can get to the matches, to the Crystal Palace men, Crystal Palace women, home and away fixtures. And also there's some wildlife there as well, if you want to check out the playlist on the channel. Please, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace and leave a like and share it. Let everyone know that I'm starting to learn. This is my 5th ever watch along, learning how to do this live streaming. And I'll tell you something, it makes you really. I had a meal before I started this live stream, and I've got the nibbles. So it tells you to like the Cookie Monster. in the Sesame Street program, if anyone used to watch it. You know, the one that used to go, I was like, there's cookies, there's biscuits. It turns you into that. It's just, I don't know why. I'm going to have to go for a run tomorrow morning, like real talk. Just go and run for 4 or 5 miles. But I've got this, so I'm all right for this evening. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, Chelsea fans, West Ham fans, Manchester United fans. That's right, Crystal Palace is South London. I'm proud. But at the moment, I'm waiting for the draw to take place. Apparently, they might do it here. I'm waiting for them to do the draw. Diogo Jota's doing a television interview there. I hope you guys can't hear it. If you guys can hear that, I'm in trouble. No, you can't. And he's telling the Sky Sports representative that the West Ham players made it hard for them, but he's happy with his Liverpool side to get through. It's important that when you're down and you get that equaliser as quick as possible to score at Anfield. It's always special to have to. Yeah, right. So Diogo Jota is saying to the commentator at Sky Sports that because they fell behind at Anfield for Liverpool players, I suppose he's saying that it's important for them to do a quick response to that, and they did. They equalised straight away, and then went on from there. But I tell you what, that tackle on Mo Salah was a horrible one, and Alvarez has just ruined the game for West Ham because of that. Before he got sent off, when Antonio came on for West Ham, they could have done things, but when you're down a player at Anfield and they've just pegged you back to 1-1, although at that time I think it was 2-1 actually. What can the West Ham manager do? Overall, if you're a Liverpool fan, I suppose you just probably, of course, you're probably happy that you've won the game, but you're just probably happy that Mo Salah got up from that horrible challenge from Alvarez. I mean, that could have been Mo Salah out for who knows how long, and that would have. So he's all right. So Mo Salah did finish. I just want to double check. No, I can't see it here. I'm just waiting to see. I don't want to refresh that one in case. Draw in 2 minutes. Thank you, Steve, because I'm trying to get that. I'm gonna watch it on the YouTube because there's. Ooh, what did I do with it? 1 minute. Here it is. I've got it on the YouTube because it says it's 15 minutes and counting down, and I'm waiting for it to come on. Drawing 2 minutes. All right, it says 15 minutes here, but no, if you say so, it is, then isn't it? Oh, really? I didn't know that. Newcastle has still got a player. Why didn't they play this week? It's not like they're busy at the moment. Newcastle getting special treatment there again from the officials. I see. Maybe they're just trying to keep it all sweet so then they can get Eddie Howe to run the FA. Say no more. But although I have heard I've got. I'm trying to see. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C Palace. Just trying to wait and see what is 22:15. No, listen, go for it. Yeah, if it says 22:15, it is what it is. I've got a 4 minutes countdown on the YouTube channel. I think the YouTube channel is a little bit delayed. I can't lie. But I'm hopeful for a home draw at Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park, and because it's a shorter path, if you like, to get to Wembley, hopefully we'll get. I'm jinx this. Touch a bit of wood. we'll get a decent draw there, home draw, to bring in the extra revenue for the club. And but it's I've got a countdown of 3 minutes, so you're right, probably, Steve. And I'm just trying to see if they do it on this one. And I've got a 3-minute countdown on the YouTube one. Am I allowed to show that? I don't even know. Probably not. Oh, I better not. Well, anyway, I can't, not with this streaming. Anyway, I can't even put your comments up, Steve. I can put my mouse over it. If I was on StreamYard, apparently, I've noticed you can put your comments up, but on this one it doesn't let me. I'm only able to move the mouse around. I don't know if you can see the mouse there. What's this here? Engage your audience. Who? Oh, you can you can start a poll, question and answer. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Well, there you go. You live and learn. And actually, I'm gonna stick to the Steve. I'm gonna stick to the Oh, here we go. I'm gonna keep it with the Sky Sports official webpage, and not official, Sky Sports channel on YouTube, and they've got a countdown of only 2 minutes, so hopefully that will come up. But oh, here we go. I think it's going to start soon. It's live now, and I'm waiting to see if I can hear it, and I can't hear Jack. It's about to start, and let's see who Crystal Palace might get here. It is on. It's live. There's no image at the moment. It's Sky Sports official official YouTube channel. I'm waiting for the draw to take place. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I waited to see who Crystal Palace get in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup, the League Cup. And of course, today, Arsenal went through with a 5-1 win over Bolton Wanderers. And Liverpool went through with a 5-1 win as well over West Ham. Glad to see Mo Salah. He recovered from that horrible tackle from Alvarez. You don't want to see a player on the receiving end of that. That's a horrible thing to see. But he recovered well there. But they won 5-1. They were a bit dubious, Liverpool, at the first 20 minutes. I can't lie. Real talk. How'd you... Oh, welcome. I think that's okay. It's saying that it's playing on the thing, so I don't know. I don't want to open another window. What happens if I come out of here? Do I lose the stream? Let's have a look. Oh, no, it's still there, so I can go. That's interesting. All right. I didn't know I could do that. So if you have tuned in just now, just I did a dual watch along for both the UEFA League, Europa League Cup, and also I've just done a watch along for the Carabao Cup 3rd round. That it was Liverpool ended 5-1 winners against West Ham at Anfield, and also Arsenal won 5-1 convincingly with a 16-year-old in their goal, 5-1 against Bolton Wanderers. And here it goes. We got the numbers. Manchester United number is number 8. Manchester City, Crystal Palace is ball number 5. Right. Let me see. Let me pause this. Here we go. Right, here we go. It's live now. It's Sky Sports, and I've got Ball number 1 is Aston Villa, 2 Brentford, 3 Brighton, number 4. Here we go. They're going for it now. Come on, Palace, be lucky. Where's my lucky cap? Where's my lucky cap? I've got to get my lucky cap. I've got to get my lucky cap. 1 second, please. There it is. Lucky Crystal Palace cap. I had it for this moment. Come on, Palace. Right, here we go. Jamie Redknapp. Drawing the first ball. Ooh. Number 2. Brentford are at home to number 10, which is Sheffield Wednesday. There you go. Come on, Palace. Lucky cap. Lucky cap. Jamie Redknapp. Here we go. Southampton are at home. I can't hear a blooming thing. Number 12. Southampton versus Stoke. Please subscribe at Diego C. Palace if you're new. Third one drawn at the ball. 13. 13 is Tottenham Hotspur. Oh, I thought I was hitting them. Manchester City. Oh, there you go. No more trophies for Tottenham on this pound. Tottenham Hotspur versus Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. 16. That's FC Wimbledon versus Wimbledon. Oh no, FC Wimbledon or Newcastle United. You were right, Steve. Big up to you, Steve. Number 4. Oh, that was close. Chelsea. So Chelsea are away at either Wimbledon or Newcastle. I think that'll be Newcastle United. I think that's right. It should be. Number 8. Manchester United. Is it going to be Crystal Palace? Number 5. Oh no! Don't do this to me. No. Oh, number 6. 1 ball away. Leicester City. So Jamie Vardy up against Manchester United. Will Wayne Rooney's other half will wish he'll be there. It'll be absolute scenes. Number 3. Brighton Hove and Albion. The Albion. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I saw a 5 there, but it's 15. It's not Crystal Palace. It's Liverpool. Yes, go on, Liverpool. You got to beat the Albion. You got to beat there. Can someone please beat Brighton? Someone please beat Brighton. And Liverpool have got them away. Jamie Redknapp has just pulled. Why has Crystal Palace always drawn the last ball? What's going on there? What's going on there? Lucky cap. Come on, lucky cap. Preston are home to 14. That is going to be the Arsenal. That's going to be Preston North End, an away fixture for the Arsenal. So they're going to have to go all the way up there. Number 1, Aston Villa. Oh no, I've got a bad feeling about this one. Don't jinx it. Touch wood. Number 5. There you go, Crystal Palace. I knew it. We were the last ball to be drawn. Absolute. This is not right. This is not right. We never get picked first. We never get a home draw. We're going up to the Doug Ellis Stadium, up against none other than Unai Emery. Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa, and Liverpool away to Brighton Hove and Albion. I'm glad about that because I'm sure Liverpool will knock out Brighton. Come on, you know what I mean? They're gonna do it. Someone please beat. Unbelievable. See Villa away. How do you see that? I'm not happy with that. Did you see that, Steve? Crystal Palace was the last ball to be drawn. I mean, what did they do? Jamie Redknapp, can you rely on? Now, look, something's not right. I mean, I'm losing my breath here. Literally, it's always Crystal Palace always get drawn away, and always we never get drawn up earlier on. Last ball to be drawn out. It's very suspect, but it's Brentford, Sheffield United, Southampton versus Stoke, Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City, FC Wimbledon or Newcastle versus Chelsea, Manchester United versus Leicester, Wayne Rooney versus Jamie Vardy. I'll say no more. Brighton versus Liverpool. Liverpool, please beat Brighton. I'm counting on you, Scousers. You got to do it. Preston versus the Arsenal, and of course, Aston Villa versus the best team in the world, the only team in the world with the lucky cap, Crystal Palace, because Crystal Palace are South London. And that's right. I said it. I tell you, I'm absolutely there. You go. So I can cut that off. And absolute scenes and wake up the neighbours. At this time, how do you feel about the Manchester United, Steve? Spurs versus Villa. Yeah, I mean Tottenham Hotspur. Their fans want to win a trophy, and it looks like this way. They think, well, there you go. Could that be Angus Postecoglou's last game? Who knows? A lot of pressure there on that manager. But was he really backed in the transfer window? They spent £60 million on a player on the seventh, on a very overrated player, if I may say so. Tottenham Hotspur. At this stage, always going to be a tough draw. Yeah, fair play. Yeah, you go up against Liverpool. They should beat Leicester, but then Steve, today your Manchester United should have beaten FCTwenty. And the thing is, in the stands, Wayne Rooney might be there, and also Jamie Vardy's other. Might be there. So that's going to be absolute scenes. Big up to whoever's dropping the hearts. Love to you all. But I'll tell you something. Why is Crystal Palace never getting a home draw? Why is Crystal Palace always the last ball drawn? What is going on about there? No one was playing with those balls, or were they playing with the balls too much? And Crystal Palace, absolutely, they are drawn last out of the ball bag, and basically it's an absolute disgrace. I mean, we didn't get a home draw. I got my lucky cap on. I've got touch wood. I touched everything that needed to be touched. But the people that draw the balls, I don't know what they were playing at. But big up to Sky Sports for making the draw. And but I think that's going to be a tasty one. I think the media is going to be talking about Manchester United versus Leicester, and if Leicester, Jamie Vardy and his wife, and Jamie Vardy's wife goes up there, and if when Rooney's invited to the match with his family, will there be one box here for the Wayne Rooney box? Will there be a box for the Jamie Vardy's family? What is going to happen again between Manchester United and Leicester City in the next round in the fourth row of the Carabao Cup? It's going to be scenes. Real talk. But we didn't get a home draw, and we're up against Leicester. The only thing I could think of playing Leicester is that Leicester City and Crystal Palace at the moment, we're looking to gather momentum in the in the Premier League. So that could be a match where I wonder if the players that we loan to them, whether they would be allowed to play for us. So we've loaned Oderson Odward, but I understand this is Jordan Ayew has gone there, so he may not be able to play against us. Unbelievable. I was wearing my lucky cap and still nothing. Absolute still nothing. And let me just go back into that. Let me just look at the draw. Coming up. Don't freeze. What's wrong with you? It is. Why are they putting the draw up? Oh, here it is. Yeah. So, they did do the draw, so I could have stayed on this one anyway. Never mind. But first of all, came up Brentford versus Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton versus Stoke, Tottenham Hotspur at home to Manchester City, and would Angus Postecoglou would be there as a manager when they do that tie? I don't know. AFC or Newcastle United. Newcastle fans are looking for this competition to get to the final and get to get a trophy. They're going to be up against Chelsea. Chelsea, of course, went to the final and lost to Liverpool last season. Manchester United versus Leicester City. That's going to be a very good fixture there for both of those sides. I think Leicester City will prioritise the uh, the uh, the Premier League, and yeah. So, and then you've got Brighton versus Liverpool. Liverpool, any scousers out there from Liverpool, you have to beat Brighton. Someone, please, just I don't ask for much. I don't ask for miracles. Can someone please beat Brighton? That's all I ask. That's all I ever ask. Please, with sugar on top. Any scousers out there, please beat Brighton. That's all you need to do. And we lost it. And then Preston versus the Arsenal. They're going away to Preston. Will Mikel Arteta play the youngsters again, or will he then look to win a trophy? Because he's been there for 4 or 5 years. He hasn't won a trophy with his players. Probably spent nearly to 400 net spend there, over 750 overall spend there, and still not won a trophy with his players. So will he take this competition seriously? I don't know. Ask the Arsenal fans. Do the Arsenal fans want to win a trophy or not? I don't know. I know my Palace, I need a trip to Wembley to lift some silverware. Last time, 2 times that we were at Wembley, we lost to Manchester United. And then we've got Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. Hopefully, Unai Emery will be resting his players because of the Premier League congestion versus the also the Champions League competition that they're in, and hopefully he'll play a very soft side against us. So I agree with you, Steve. I think that Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City is very tasty, good for the popcorn, and it will be absolute scenes. I would. You know what, Steve? I'm gonna take this because I'm too hot. I would agree with that. I think what happened there? Oh, 1 minute, sorry. Oh, something happened there, and I've just lost. Oh. Oh, there it is. The drink was leaning on the keyboard and it's closed half of my windows. I've never done that before. Sorry about that, Steve, or anybody out there. But yeah, no, interesting. I'll go with you with that. I think, yeah, you know what? Yeah, this is what I mean. Your comments are brilliant sometimes, not all the time. The Tottenham Hotspur tie against Manchester City, absolutely. As a neutral, I'd like to see a team that's never won a competition for a long time to win, whether it's the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, or the Premier League. But the thing is, Manchester City. I mean, it's like, I mean, they're beasts. The A team at the moment that they've got is with Kevin De Bruyne and others there, and then they've got a B team, and he'll probably play the C team, and it's like even that would be like it's. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, Wigan there. Ben Watson scored the goal there. That's right. Ben Watson, who scored the winning goal for Wigan in 2013, he came through the youth academy at Crystal Palace, and I remember watching him as a youngster with the likes of Gareth Williams, Wayne Routledge, those kind of young players. And Ben Watson, he left Crystal Palace and he went to play for Wigan, and he scored the winning goal 2013. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And what a good young player Ben Watson was. I used to watch him at Dulwich Hamlet, where the under-21s used to play for Crystal Palace. And yeah, so for me, I'll give you a roundup. I think Liverpool struggled at first, although they won 5-1. The first 20 minutes, they were in trouble defensively wise. But the moment that West Ham went ahead, and they could have been 2-0 up, but they had a goal disallowed, West Ham. Diogo Jota replied, in a typical Liverpool fashion, once you go a goal behind, and if you play for Liverpool, I suppose their players, like he said on the commentary afterwards with Sky Sports, they will always look to have an immediate response to what has just occurred, and they equalised promptly after conceding 1-0 at Anfield, and it was 1-1. And then they scored again the second half. They scored another one, and then there was that horrible tackle of Alvarez on Mo Salah. When I saw that the second time, I thought, oh, if Mo Salah doesn't get up from that, I expect the Liverpool fans and Arne Slot were going to be fuming on that. Cody Gakpo was, I think, their best player. I will say from the bits that I saw, and then going on to Arsenal FC, Mikel Arteta looks to have looked in depth at the squad in depth of youngsters, not youngsters. A 16-year-old was in goal for them, and good luck to him. Good experience for him to have. He couldn't keep out the one goal from Bolton Wanderers, but I think the defence could have given a bit more cover. I don't think he could have done any more on that. So not just because he's 16 years old, I don't think he would have got to that. So he ended that one. Arsenal 5, Bolton Wanderers 1. Good performances from all the young Arsenal players there. Mikel Arteta looking to unlock them, or will he's just saying, look, I need to rest my players for the other ones. The thing is, they've got through this time, and now they're going up against away in the next tie. Will he take it seriously when they go? I think they're going up to Preston, if I'm not mistaken. Where was it? Yeah, they're going up to Preston. Will he play a stronger side? Possibly. It depends on what's going on in the league, and I expect what's going on in the Champions League for Mikel Arteta and his Arsenal side. What will the Arsenal fans expect? I don't know. You'll have to talk to an Arsenal fan, but I think I would like to see Crystal Palace go to Aston Villa, and Aston Villa have other priorities on their minds, i.e., the Champions League and the league. They're doing very well in the Premier League. Aston Villa under Unai Emery. I think the last time I was at the Doug Ellis stand was in my birthday. It wasn't this season; it was the season before that, and we lost. We just get caught on the counters there, and it's hurtful to go there and lose. I can't lie, and but I'm hopeful that Aston Villa will have to field a less strong squad there, starting 11 against us. I think I agree with Steve where he says that it should be and it will be a very tasty tie between Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester City. Actually, I'm going to close it off now by rounding off the fourth. It's called then. Huh? How do you call it? It will be the fourth round. Yes, the fourth round, because we were playing in the third round. I'll just confirm it again. So in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup, League Cup, the first tie is going to be between Brentford versus Sheffield Wednesday, Southampton versus Stoke, Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City. I think that's the tie. I agree with you, Steve. FC Wimbledon or Newcastle United versus Chelsea. I can't. I think Chelsea will win that if he goes to Newcastle or Wimbledon. The next one is going to be Manchester United versus Leicester City. Wayne Rooney's private box could be next to Jamie Vardy's private box at Old Trafford. The cameras are going to be zooming in on those two boxes. You know why. Exactly why. Who is going to win that battle between the VIP box of Wayne Rooney's family private box and Jamie Vardy's private box at that stadium at Old Trafford. That's what the cameras are going to be facing. But on the pitch at Old Trafford, on the pitch, it's going to be Manchester United players versus Leicester City players. And I'll tell you something. Leicester City will be prioritising surviving the Premier League. I guarantee you that. Steve Cooper will keep Leicester City up. I hope it's not at the expense of Crystal Palace, of course. Now, of course not. But the next tie is going to be Brighton versus Liverpool. And the Scousers and the Liverpool fans out there, you know what you have to do. I'm not asking please. I'm asking pretty please with sugar on top. Any Scousers out there supporting Liverpool, just go to the Albion and win the match. Someone please beat Brighton. That's all I ask. Okay. In fact, Liverpool fans, you can take my lucky Crystal Palace cap if there's any Liverpool fans there. Really, just beat Brighton. Just go and do one there. All right. That's all I ask. Next tie is going to be Preston. All the way at Preston, and they're going to have visitors of Arsenal. Will Mikel Arteta use the youngsters again, or will he try and win a trophy? He's been there for nearly 5 years. Nearly 400 million net spend on players while he's been there with Edu, and they still haven't landed a trophy with their own net spend players that they brought in. No trophies in the cabinet. Will they treat the Carabao Cup as a potential cup opportunity win for them? Liverpool did last season and they won a cup. Arsenal haven't won a cup under Mikel Arteta with his own players. Of course, he won the first FA Cup with them, but that was Unai Emery's players. Real talk. And he dismantled that before the coach got back to their training ground with the cup. Real talk. Right, Aston Villa. So yeah, will Mikel Arteta treat this competition seriously and look to win it, or will he just use it for the youngsters to have a little kick about? Don't ask me, go and ask an Arsenal fan if they want to win a cup or not. Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. I'm very much hopeful that Unai Emery will be focusing primarily on the Champions League and the Premier League. And in this tie, he will be able to say, I'll put a good side out, but if there's players with knocks and injuries, they will probably look after them for the Champions League and the Premier League. That's Unai Emery at home at the Douglas Stadium against my beloved Crystal Palace. Now, Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City. I think that's the tie. I agree with you, Steve. That it's very tasty. Get the popcorn on. Right, the other match that happened, that occurred today, it was in the Europa League, the league stage, the Manchester United fixture between themselves and FCTwenty. It ended 1-1 for the first 20-25 minutes. For me, it was very quiet there. But then on the 35 minutes, Christian Eriksen, well taken ball. But the moment that he hit that ball, it was as good as in the back of the net. So well creative. Amad Diallo causing, he was their best player in the first half, I think, for Manchester United. But in the second half, around the 60th minute, I said it. You can backtrack it on the stream. I said it on the stream that FCTwenty were building momentum and building steadily possession play, pushing upwards and causing the Manchester United backfall problems. And then it was weird because what it was, the Garnacho was on the touchline warming up, and I think that might have distracted the players a little bit. And then as the change happened, then what happens? Christian Eriksen loses the concentration, or he gets caught on the ball. His pocket was picketed by Sam Lammers, an ex Glasgow Rangers player, and I'm probably going to get told off for trying to do a Scottish accent, but he just got his pocket got picked, And Lammers, they just went on head against Onana, dropped the shoulder, dropped the other shoulder, and then suddenly, bam, boom, bish, bash, bosh, between the keeper and the post, 1-1. And for me, Manchester United ought to have called FC20 cold today, although they've had a good start to their seasons. They've only lost one in the six previous games, drawn two, and I think won the rest, but they have only lost one. And Manchester United should have got the 3 points, because in the next, I thought it was the next two, but it's the next three fixtures in this competition in the UEFA Europa League. They're facing away ties at Porto, Mourinho's side, and somebody else, which I can't remember. But basically, they're playing away, so they ought to have got the 3 points today. And another fixture on that one there that sticks out. Porto. Sorry, Porto. So Porto lost. So Manchester United got to go away next to Porto. They lost today 2-0. Against Bodo Glimt. They lost 3-2. Loads of goals there. If you're new to the channel, thank you very much for dropping in. Please hit a like and subscribe at Diego C. Palace. Thank you very much for every single one of you who's dropped in the chat, especially to you, Steve. Thank you very much. I'm most grateful to you. If you're still there, have a good evening. And anybody else out there, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe at Diego C. Palace. I do content on Crystal Palace men and women home and away fixtures. I also cover reactions to European football and domestic other teams playing. And also on the playlist on Diego C. Palace, there is some content there about wildlife as well and farming as well. So if you're into that, go and check it out if you like. And please share the live stream. Let people know that I'm beginning to learn how to do live streaming and stuff like that. I'll be most grateful to every single one of you out there. But for tonight, absolutely fuming that Crystal Palace always gets drawn at in any cup draw. The ball comes at last and we never get home draw. We never get home draw. Suspect. But big up to Sky Sports for doing the draw, and look forward to the next round, the fourth round in the Carabao Cup. Last of all, I want to wish the very best of luck to two individuals at Crystal Palace. The first one is no particular order, but the first one I'm going to mention is Laura Kaminsky, who's the Crystal Palace women's coach manager, the main one there. Her assistant is Adam Jeffrey. Good luck to you too. You're going to be facing Chelsea women at Selhurst Park on Friday. Good luck to you and to all your players, all your coaching staff. And it's going to be a tough match. Of course, it's going to be a tough match following our first touch. I was there on Sunday at Leyton Orient, where Tottenham Hotspur women won 4-0 against us. But I was absolutely enjoyed the greeting that I received from the Tottenham Hotspur women's not team but women's club, receiving all the fans both from Tottenham Hotspur and from Crystal Palace fans at Leyton Orient. So well done, Tottenham Hotspur women's football club for organising that. Crystal Palace lost 4-0, but good luck to Laura Kaminsky against Chelsea women. They won their first opening match in the WSL against Aston Villa. So it's going to be a very tough match. But it was wonderful to see Laura, her coaching staff, and her players back on the pitch doing what they do best, and that is putting everything on that pitch. They never gave up during that first fixture at Leyton Orient, where Tottenham Hotspur women play, Brisbane Road. And so if you're a Crystal Palace fan, please go and check out to try and get a ticket to go to support the Crystal Palace women or even the Chelsea women at Selhurst Park. It is for the right information, for the correct information. I have nothing to do with the official football club at Crystal Palace, but go to their official webpage at cpfc.co.uk or call the box office during working hours, and I'm sure that they will help you and advise you how best to get yourself and your friends or families to that fixture at Selhurst Park at 5 o'clock for the first home match for the Crystal Palace women WSL. Second person I want to wish luck at Crystal Palace Women is Grace Williams. Grace Williams is the head of football at Crystal Palace, for all the work that has been done by her and her staff at Crystal Palace during the pre-seasons, for bringing all the players in, getting all the facilities and everything online to enable Laura Kaminsky and her coaching staff to be ready for the WSL campaign. So good luck to Grace Williams and to Laura Kaminsky on Friday. If you're new to the channel at Diego C Palace, please hit like, subscribe at Diego C Palace. Please leave the notification bell on. And I hope you've all been able to hear me and see me all okay. I'm getting used to how to do this live streaming. But for those of you who did drop in live, thank you very much. For those of you who will drop in playback, please drop a like. I need as many likes and shares of the live stream as possible. Thank you very much. This is Diego C Palace here, and yeah, bring on Aston Villa in the fourth round. Bring on Aston Villa. Unai Emery, okay. We're ready for you. Why? Because Crystal Palace at South London. Can't do this here. South London. I'm proud. That's right. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you up on the next one, and take care. Nope. I think that was it.